Hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and unicorns. Welcome to another Pixel Prophecy stream, your second favorite place on the internet. I don't know what your most favorite one is, but I'm glad to be on the second place. Talking about places, Frank, as always, congratulations on having memorized pretty much all of the questions. Well, not entirely all of them, but 88% is still very good and netted you the first place. And Lady Miss Leaf with 2 out of 4 questions correctly answered, a very strong second, and Kersey, who just joined, but with 100% questions correct, it was just one on place 3. Hello everyone, how have you been doing? And Lady Miss Leaf said the Pokemon question was generations 1 to 7. I'm sure I'd get it. That's the thing with Pokemon, there are just too many. Even if you think you know about Pokemon, then someone comes up with is this the 22nd generation of Pokemon? Because then every Pokemon looks, I don't know, like this or whatever they had lying around on the table when they were trying to come up with another 150 Pokemon. Frank says some of them are just normal, expected, general null. Exactly. Yeah, that is true. If you are of a certain nerdy pedigree, certain questions are, essentially speaking, just, yeah, general knowledge. And Lady Miss Leaf stopped at Diamond Pearl with Pokemon. That's still far in. Personally, I think I never played the OG Pokemon games when they came out. I only got into it afterwards when the remaster of the first one that was called Let's Go what was it? Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu were released on the first Switch. So I dutifully played through the first one, then even tried to playing the Red Edition on Game Boy. But at some point, I don't know, it didn't click for me. Probably I was just too old and not in the right mindset. I didn't have anyone to swap Pokemon with. So yeah, that's that. I mean, it was nice. It was nice, but yeah, not my most favorite franchise, which is okay because I got way too many franchises I'm into anyway, so. Right, so let's say hello to everyone. So hello Frank, hello Lady Misleaf, hello Kersey Boo, and is there anyone else? Scroll that I've missed. Well, the automated unicorn. Well, you know what? It's good to be back. I almost forgot how to run this stationary setup here, because as many of you, or was it that many? Well, some of you already have been present in the past streams, in the IRL streams, where I went outside and touched grass. Well, not always, just for the first test. And yeah, for the second one, the level up con, as you can see behind me, there's already some setup for what's gonna happen today. So yeah, I'm super happy how well the stream from the level up went. So again, thank you everyone who was there and who participated in the chat. Also, thank you, Kersey, exactly for that and asking questions. I realized that I didn't pay attention too much to the chat, so I regret this. As I was running around because I was just trying to cover everything in the half hour that I wanted to stream. So yeah, I was a little bit scatterbrained, but hopefully it wasn't too bad. So yeah, if any of you are still interested in my IRL stream from the level up, head over to YouTube, and there is of course the Fill Motion video stream, not video stream, the Fill Motion channel where all my archived streams can be found, and of course my IRL streams are there, with better audio, especially when I looked at my IRL stream, at my test balloon as I called it, in the week before the level up, where I went to this little chapel in the woods overlooking the lake, where I asked whether the audio was okay, and Frank, I think you said it was a little bit muffled but otherwise okay. So I thought it's fine. Then I looked at the recorded stream and I was stupefied as how it could have happened that the audio sounded like through a headset or something, because I had 2 microphones up, and the good thing was the second microphone was an offline microphone, so it was constantly recording from the same position, and this is the audio that you will hear in the archived stream, because the original audio, again, it sounded like this. It was pretty much cut off at, what was it, 1600 hertz or something. So again, I'm really sorry for anyone who was there and had to endure this. The other thing that I realized is, apart from the horrible compression, was the horrible motion. Because again, I used my phone for this, and from a handheld stick or tripod, as it were, it was not the best viewing experience, especially on a bigger screen. You would get motion sick. So for the level up, I changed apps. So that is the reason why the stream from the level up was much better. And I'm glad I did this test. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known how horrible the quality is. I'm still not 100% happy with the streaming quality from the level up, because it was just 30 frames. And I don't think even full HD, or I think this one was full HD, but the bitrate was so a little bit blocky. And especially when you're in indoors venue and where there is some noise involved from the brightening of the image so that you would see something. Of course, on a stream, this becomes macro blocking, and yeah. But good thing is the audio was much better thanks to my clip-on microphone. So I'm glad how this went. And as for the archive stream, the uploaded one, I upscaled to a full HD, did some denoising there, some de-macro blocking, and also upscaled it to 60 FPS. So maybe there is some weird motion smoothing going on, and yet also stabilized it a little bit, because this app that I was using also had a built-in stabilizer where, well, the app didn't have it, but my phone has two different built-in stabilizers. And with this app that I'm using, as far as I know, it's open source, which is also good, which means it doesn't cost anything, and it's much more configurable than the other one that I had. So yeah, if I'm going to do some more IRL streams, I'll definitely be using the app. And in case anyone is wondering, what this app is called, it's called IRL Pro. And again, it is pro because you can set pretty much any settings when it comes to encoding and bitrate and audio. So again, 2 thumbs up from me. Kersey said about Pokemon that he stopped at a Diamond/Pearl as well. I tried those but didn't finish. Frank, I never played Pokemon, but I like telling people that it's clearly inspired by organized dog fighting and therefore highly questionable. Really was it? From what I've heard, it was inspired by collecting insects from one of the creators. But whether it's true or not, it's kind of funny. And Lady Misleaf owns red, yellow, silver, crystal, sapphire, diamond, fire red, and hard gold. Fire red is completely different than red, as we all know. But marketing, the power of marketing. Kirsty says it was fun, but I saw your shorts. You did a lot more recording. Yeah, of course, because as I had the admission as a content creator, again with my producer, who for unknown reason happens also to be my wife, Connie. So we were, we got there as content creators, which was cool because we got some goodie bags for that. So this is one of the parts I want to unpack. And the other thing is that, of course, I want to also make a YouTube video that is a bit longer than, not longer than the stream, but longer than my usual shorts. And the other thing that I tried, Kirsty, you've seen the shorts on Insta, on YouTube Shorts, on TikTok, and I think, even Blue Sky and on Mastodon. I posted the 2 shorts that I made for, essentially just cut downs of the 2 days that we went. And again, so I want to make a longer YouTube video out of this, but I also tried to do this social media thingy where it has to be super short and snappy, hence probably the name Shorts. So, and in there, I'm not sure if all of you have seen it, but a sneak peek. I also interviewed, I think, a couple of, was it 5 or 6 developers there about their games. Relatively short interviews, like 5 to 8 minutes, where I just played their games and then asked them about the development of their game and what engine they were using and why. And these kinds of short little interviews where I thought it might be interesting to some of you who are also making games, what currently the indies, at least the indies that were there, were using as their basis and what they learned through the development of their game. So again, I thought this might be interesting because again, it was essentially I just asked task for myself. But I happened to have this little microphone in my hand, so and Connie was filming. So this is what we did on day 2, and yeah, the days flew just by. It was almost concerning how quickly the time passed, especially when with streaming and setting everything up and wiring myself up and doing some tests and then just checking out the venue and everything. So yeah, it's gonna be in the video. I'm already almost finished with the script of it. Connie is going to help me edit it so that it gets out in time before the next one. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to sharing my experiences of this wonderful gaming festival with you. Frank says, I know what the stream I was involved with last weekend sounded like. You're fine. Well, again, you know me, I'm a perfectionist, so I thought it could have been much better, especially because in my tests it sounded much better. So probably the reason was that because I was wearing my Insta mic that can also double as a hands-free headset, but again, when you connect this via Bluetooth, it gets this diminished bandpass. It can also record itself in a much higher fidelity. But of course, then it can't live communicate again with the phone. And I think something there must have happened, or maybe that the clip-on microphone, which I connected through USB-C, maybe that was not as a discovered from the software, not as an external microphone, but again as a headset, which again means diminished quality and frequency bandwidth. So something must have happened. And yeah, the good thing is, again, I'm not using that app anymore where this happened. Also, I don't need to pay 10 euro bucks for a subscription. And the subscription benefits essentially are you lose the watermark in there, and you can use filters to bring out your natural beauty, which means it's AI filters that make you look like a Korean. Various degrees of how Korean streamlined you want to look, because it's a Korean streaming app. So I thought, yeah, probably not going to pay for this. Again, IRL Pro is now my go-to for streaming from my phone. Scroll. Frank says, most insect collectors I've met don't then go on to organize butterfly versus wasp fights. I mean, I'm rooting for the butterfly, but probably I shouldn't. That's... Yeah, that's true. I think, yeah, with Pokemon at some point, when you take this collecting insects and how can you make a game out of it? Well, I think at some point I thought, yeah, but is the game just running around and collecting insects? What do you do with them? Well, you look at them. Well, it's Game Boy. It's probably not very interesting just to look at insects. So do something with them. I think this is where the entire Pokemon fighting thing came from. Lady Misliff says, free instant recovery vet clinics, though. Free instant recovery vet clinics, though. I hope we're talking about Pokemon. Otherwise, I've completely lost what we're talking about. Right, so yes, as for the level up and yeah, Pokemon centers, there we go. Good. Thank you for clarifying this. So yeah, as threatened, I want to do some unpacking because I always find it strange what people pack into some sort of goodie bags or mystery bags, because usually you get a bunch of snacks, maybe some flyers, and then there's the X factor where you go like, what the hell is that and why is it in there? And I'm very much looking forward to any of these. Yes, there is one thing that I want to, or essentially just one newest member of the herd that I want to introduce you to before we go there. So we have here Dark Ashley, Black Ashley, or Negative Ashley, or Starry Ashley. She's known by many names. Then we have Sprinkles, and we have OG regular Ashley. And again, I had so many plushies to not buy there. And at the last day, pretty much very close towards the end, I caved and I got this cute little kitty. Some anime nerds probably will know her. It's Luna from Sailor Moon. And yeah, I think Sailor Moon was the first anime that I watched as a kid, and I haven't watched many since. So again, this is another nostalgic piece for me. And yeah, it was, yeah, it even has here Toei animation and Sailor Moon. So yeah, in case I wouldn't have been sure what this was. Yes, it is. So again, this was the smallest one. So I think I'm good. Luna, yes, Lady Miss Leaf recognized her. Kersey also, again, even if you don't recognize, I mean, it's a black kitty. So what's not to love about this plushie? Right, so goodie bags, which was completely unexpected, because I thought when you are as a content creator there and you get free admission and even access to the fabled creator lounge, which was a room without windows that smelled like burps. It was not that very glamorous. But anyway, we didn't really expect to get goodie bags. So Connie got a goodie bag and I got a goodie bag with this kind of cute little pixel art of the level up. So, and I've just browsed through it because I didn't want to spoil myself what was in there. But yeah, I said snacks, and there we already got. So again, this looks to be like red bell pepper crisps, chips. It says it's popped, whatever this means, not fried. They are very adamant about this, so probably something unhealthy to feast upon. There we got, we got even some more crunchy chickpeas. Also again with a bell pepper taste apparently, and also they say it's roasted with hot air. So again, not fried. This is a very healthy bad food. Yeah, we got already too many of those. Then this is apparently the flyer to the gaming festival, and if you want to open an account with a local bank, yes, I'm not that interested in. Then we got it's for a delivery service where they give you like $25 probably when you order something for 100. Then it's some skiing thing. Oh, look at this. There's little pistachio chocolate. And Kirsty says chickpeas are good. Yes, that's the thing. I also enjoy trying out new snacks, so that it's not just the usual popcorn and chips, and that's that. Maybe some tortilla chips. And also here in Austria, I think they're pretty adventurous with the new tastes they are trying out. And we also got chickpeas, and what was the other one? Wasabi coated peanuts and wasabi coated dried peas, not chickpeas, just regular peas coated with wasabi. Your mouth burns, but it's kind of tasty, and it feels not as unhealthy as the other things. Then I think this is part of the X Factor. I think this is just a stress ball. It has a logo there of something that I don't know what it is. So this as a marketing tool, at least, completely falls flat. I'm sorry that I don't have a pet that I could throw this at, or at least, well, not at, probably. But then again, if I had a pet, I probably wouldn't give it to chew because I don't know what's in there. So probably, since it's a marketing thing, can't be anything that's too healthy if you chew on it. Oh, the other thing is, the ball, literally I dropped the ball. So yeah, I can't wait to stumble over it. Yeah, this is some fizzy fries pets things. I'm not sure what this is. It says Shock Heads sour buzzing strawberry flavor. So I can't wait to get all buzzed up on this. Oh, then we got a little drink pack from Oatly that says matcha strawberry flavor, and apparently it's an oat drink with matcha strawberry flavor. So never had any of this, but it sounds tasty. Oh, we got some more. What is this? Oh dear, this apparently says lunch bowl, and what the hell is it? It's quinoa and chickpeas with seasoned vegetables, 100% natural ingredients. And apparently you can eat it right out of the bag in hot or cold. Chickpeas, right? Apparently that's the hottest new thing or coldest new thing, depending on how you want to eat it. Okay, then we got an old stalwart that is fizzy rings, peach flavored rings that again fizzy in your mouth, probably very sour. So that's seems to be the other thing. Then we got gaming chair flyers, and I think yes, that's the X factor. Do you see this? What this is? It looks like a hand. It's from the AK Young, the Junge Arbeiterkammer, which is the chamber of workers, not of commerce, but the chamber of, again, very strange. And yes, those are little text highlighters, apparently. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Then now some more smaller things. So it looks like this one here again is from the local bank. So they're very stingy, very stingy. So this looks like one packaged piece of hard candy. Then we got here from the makers of pistachio chocolate, also some dark chocolate. Then we got another. This looks also like some soft candy. Berry flavor, sour berries. Okay, we're very much sour here. And two of them. And I think that's it, unless, okay, probably the most important thing last, the sticker of the level up. So yeah, it's cute, but it's not the best pixel art that I've seen. They should have commissioned Tsiangmo, who also sometimes drops in. Yeah, another candy from the local bank. Again, yeah, I'm also throwing this away. And I was wondering where the obligatory ballpoint pen is of this, but of course they got you covered. And then I think probably the most the highest quality item of all of this is the actual tote bag of this. But yeah, this was the goodie bag for creators. So I think they got their money's worth because I held everything up into the camera. But again, so Lady Misleaf says, that sounds kind of good. Okay, now I wonder which one. Frank said, the entire idea of inviting content creators is to bribe them and say good things about the event. Of course you get a goodie bag. That also makes sense because, I mean, hey, here's your goodie bag, no strings attached. Just no strings, but we all know that you might want to mention it. So probably, I think I've completely fulfilled their promise, but it's also to make up for that break room. Oh yeah, probably. I think because in that break room there wasn't even bottled water or anything. We saw some of these snacks lying around there, so now I know why they were lying around, because apparently other creators just left them there. So yeah, it had a bunch of tables. I think there was even a TV screen with a Wii and some games that was not switched on, a fridge with Red Bull that I'm not very much interested in. Yeah, and some, I think some bags where you can sit on, and this is where Connie and I, we prepared for the stream. We went only there once because again it wasn't very inviting. Like I said, it didn't smell too good either. Don't worry, I'm sure the automated unicorn will chew on it. There we go. Yeah, that's probably, again, I don't see the ball right now. Also, I don't see the automated unicorn right now. And I think I'm hearing chewing noises. Lady Misleaf says, not fond of oat milk, but matcha strawberry flavor sounds good. I mean, I'm personally a big fan of anything strawberry. So I had a bowl of strawberries, and last week we had this little stall there in the town over, and they're selling fresh fruit right from I think right from the field wherever they pick it, and they also had strawberries, or mainly had strawberries. This was the reason why I went there. I thought, yeah, maybe just buy a little tray of strawberries. They only had 1 kilogram bags of strawberries. I thought, well, that's a lot of strawberries. I'm not sure if I want, but I mean, I could just have them for a week or something. I bought this kilogram of strawberries and then went to work. And then I realized it. I mean, they're not they're not rotten or spoiled, but they're on their way there. So none, which is the good thing, none of the strawberries was not ripe enough. So they were all pretty much there. Super tasty. I just had one in the car just to make sure that I bought good product. And I realized, okay, I have somehow to get rid of 1 kilogram of strawberries in 2 days. And I made it. I had half a kilogram of strawberries at work. It was literally work. And the next day with the remaining strawberries, I just made a big smoothie out of them. And it was half a liter of milk, and which in the end, with all the strawberries, it must have been more than half a liter of milk, because I almost got out 1 liter of strawberry milk. And yeah, this was my lunch. And then I said, you know what? I think I've had enough strawberries for the time being. Lady Misleaf says, was going to ask, is it a European thing that people like sour things? I think it is. Otherwise, it wouldn't be this prevalent, because, I mean, there are gummy bears that are sour. There are some gummy worms that are sour, and they have been around since I was in school. So 20, let's say at least 15 years. So apparently, yes, as you've seen, lots of things that are sour. One thing that is also interesting is when I visited the US, and I realized that everything is not strawberries. Why? Had too many strawberries. Everything is peanuts. And again, in Europe, this peanuts hasn't been really a thing, especially not in something sweets. You might have your roasted salted peanuts as a side, but peanut butter, again, is maybe 10 to 15 years since it really you could buy it here. Because my first peanut butter jar that I had to go to a certain US American candy import store, and it was like relatively expensive again for what it was. And I think when I was 18 or 19, I had my first peanut butter sandwich, because it wasn't a thing here, and I've seen it in all the sitcoms. So everyone would get peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and I had no idea what this tasted like. So yeah, again, I feel like in certain regions or in certain countries, there is just the local taste a bit different. I feel like in Europe, as you probably have guessed, is pretty sour. We love our things, our candy sour. And there's a lot of nougat and hazelnut chocolatey things around, I feel. In the US, it's peanuts. And from what I have seen in Japan, is matcha and green tea flavored, which again, I very much like. And what was the other thing? There was another region where... damn it, I forgot. I lost it. But again, it also made sense that, oh, of course, everything is rice-based, but probably not rice-based, but something along those lines, where you feel like, yeah, of course, what's growing around there is what you is what you also get for your sweets. Then Frank says, what you say about us is not at all linked to whether you get invited again next year. Oh, also, we're working on better goodie bags next year. Exactly. That's hopefully they're working on better goodie bags. I mean, I'm set now for quite a while with pretty much anything that I want, in case I want to eat unhealthily in some instances. I mean, they even say here the Nutri-Score of this one is A, if it's to be believed. I mean, again, quinoa with chickpeas and seasoned with vegetables. It could be worse, actually, really, from probably still the most healthy thing in this goodie bag. But again, yeah, this was the goodie bag that I didn't choose myself, but yeah, just took. Accepted, not took. Frank says, speaking of fancy flavors, I made an espresso tonic using elderflower favorite tonic water today. Wow. Okay, that I've never had something even remotely like this. Elderberry flavored tonic water. Okay, this sounds really tasty. Okay, now I need to find that's probably now on my next bucket list of things that I want to try right after peanut butter. I could have frozen some. You mean the strawberries? Yeah, the thing is, when I freeze any sort of food, I forget about it, and then after a year, when I want to what's the word? Not dispose of the other thing. When I want to deposit. That's the word. When I want to deposit some ice cream, then I realize, oh, why isn't it fitting there? Oh, there's still strawberries from 1998. Probably, yeah, probably not that good anymore, and I'm not even thinking about strawberries. So again, I thought I need to get the strawberries when they're still fresh and tasty, and I mean they were tasty. But on the second day where I made strawberry milk out of every last one of them, it was good because, like I said, they weren't starting to rot or to get moldy, but some were, let's say, half an hour removed from that. So yeah, it worked fine in milk, and I was a very happy little strawberry myself. Kirsty says, we like peanut butter. Yes. Good. Yeah, PB&J, right? That's the thing that I've grown up with as a kid, because they were eating peanut butter and mac and cheese. For the longest time, again, as a kid, I thought mac and cheese, mac meant McDonald's, because again, McDonald's was the first American chain that we had as restaurants. So nowadays, I think a couple of years back, I've heard of a Kentucky Fried Chicken somewhere in Austria, but usually it was just McDonald's. So I thought mac and cheese meant McDonald's with cheese or something. Again, how should I've known? How should I've known? Thank you, Automated Unicorn, for Sparkle. PB&J was a staple lunch for school. That's where I know it from. And I've never had any myself. What we would had as kids in Austria was your rye bread with butter and then maybe some vegetables and a slice of ham or something. And if you were lucky, if you were unlucky, you had parents who thought the best thing for you as a kid is either something super healthy, like you get as a yogurt, and of course when it's finally time to eat your yogurt, it was just liquid, and you couldn't really eat it that well. And the other kids, some of these kids had very traditional lunches, which meant super stinky cheese. And of course you could smell, you knew the guy who had the parents who packed them this big cheesy moldy cheese, stinky cheese thing. We hated that guy. Georg was his name. I still remember that. Don't know his last name, but I remember the cheese. Lady Miss Liv says, I'm suggesting freezing the strawberries as I'm currently eating yogurt with frozen blueberries. Yeah, freezing blueberries. Connie loves to freeze blueberries because she likes to eat cream cheese, or not cream cheese, just like, what do we call the cheese and cheesecake? So it's not the yellow cheese with the holes in it, so not that kind of cheese, but yeah, the fresh cheese, but that's not already cheese. You probably know what I mean. So it's the cheesecake cheese with strawberries. Connie loves it. With a spoonful of honey or maple syrup, super tasty. But who I'm telling maple syrup is tasty. Oh, Frank says, did I mention the thing I learned recently about one of the most popular cakes in Japan? Baumkuchen. Oh, it's this German. You might have encountered it, maybe under its original name of Baumkuchen. Baumkuchen. Yeah, that's that. In German, this translates to tree cake, and I think I know what you mean. It's when you have some sort of cake layer, but you make this into a cylinder, so to speak. I think that's what Baumkuchen is, and of course it's super tasty. But I've never heard that it is popular in Japan. That's so funny. Thank you for sharing this. Baumkuchen. Lady Miss Liv said, that's funny. I bought rye bread for the first time yesterday. Yeah, in Austria here, traditionally we got lots of different breads, and if you have white bread, it usually means you did something wrong when you were grocery shopping, because you were like 5 minutes before they closed. Because usually you can get rye bread pretty much anywhere and everywhere, even on a tank stop, on a gas station at like 3 in the morning. They probably still have some rye bread, and if they don't, just wait 2 hours and then they get the next delivery. I think this is the same thing in Germany. It's like Germans, we really love our bread. That's super important. Frank says, sounds like Georg had good lunches. I don't know, they were stinky, and I'm not a fan of cheese, so it wasn't my thing. Okay, I think it's cream cheese. Okay, it is made on a spit over fire, layer by layer. Yeah, the Baumkuchen, the tree cake. Again, I love this. I've I first heard of it not that long ago. It was like 2 years ago when I was driving behind this truck from a chocolatier or something, and they had this big thing of, oh, yes, now also with Baumkuchen. And I was driving like 10 kilometers behind this. And of course, when you look at something like this, of course it gets to you. And I thought, whenever I get the chance to have Baumkuchen, I will. Since then, I've never had the chance. So I'm very much looking forward to Baumkuchen. And yes, says Frank, apparently someone started making and selling it in Japan in the 1920s, and it got very popular. That's so funny. It's a little bit like with pizza, where also the saying goes, yeah, it caught on elsewhere and then was re-imported back to Italy. Or the other thing is with döner kebab. This is also a street food, more or less, that came from Turkish immigrants somewhere in Germany, and then it was imported back into the original country. Again, I find this fascinating. I got to try some Baumkuchen myself via Sakurako. Sakurako, never heard this. But how do you like it, Lady Miss Leaf? And Frank says, someone told me it's related to Asian culture, associating both ring-shaped things and trees with good luck. I've never knew this because I've watched the Ringu movie, and yeah, didn't bring many people there good luck. Then again, it wasn't really a ring, but I mean that's culturally that's funny. I think it's like when you make a cake that's shaped like a clover, that's also a number 7, and then sell it as lucky cake or something. I think we're onto something here. Tutvari says, hi guys. Tutvari is also here. Hi Tutvari. So since we're, I think, now complete with the amazing number of 5 viewers, hello every one of you. I've got a digit on my hand for each and every one of you, including the automated unicorn. I think it's time now for the other mystery box, and that one was of my own choosing. And like last year, I went with the Japanese snack pack from Fukubukuro, whatever this means. And Kirsty is also still here. Lady Mislif says, don't take my word for it. I was less interested in the Baumkuchen than other products because it was a big style cake in a goodie box. I would have preferred some more of the other goodies. Okay, yeah, I think if the Baumkuchen probably takes up a lot of space, then that could have been spent with other nicer things. So maybe also get some Baumkuchen here. Doesn't look like it. So okay, what is this abomination? Look at it. It looks to be Pokemon themed. Does anyone know Japanese, or can take a screenshot and then throw it into, I don't know, Google Translate or something? What the hell this is? I mean, here we got some more Pokemon franchise thingies. It looks like mochi filled with something. Okay, there's strawberry marshmallows with sugar and sweetener. Sugar and sweetener. They really had to make sure that it's sweet. Okay, so those things are very soft, and strawberry, it goes onto my strawberry pile that I have here. Then it looks like something to drink. What is this? Something with mango flavor. And let's see what it has. Ingredients: water, sugar, high fructose corn syrup, acidity regulator E290, acid E330, flavoring colorant E102 and E129. Okay, so again, this is sugar and flavoring. But it's, do you hear this? That's actual glass, so probably the most expensive thing about this is the packaging. Happiness just for you, it reads there on the lid. Okay, then high fructose corn syrup and sweeteners. Then we got, oh, look at this. Look at this. Is this Goremon? I think this is one of the first Japanese anime mascots. Again, I have no idea what this is, but it must be good because, oh, okay, looks like Maltesers. If you know what Maltesers are, it's like this porous cookie, more or less, cookie dough, and covered in chocolate. So you had me at cute anime cat with chocolate. So what have I missed? Lady Misliff says, have you ever tried red bean paste? I'm not knowingly, probably I have it eaten somewhere. And haha, they sell those at the grocery store. My hubby works at. These things? Or whatever this is. Read the instructions on the bottle as how to open it. Oh, this one. Yeah, thank you for because it looks like there must be a trick to it. So I think this is what we're seeing here. So again, you pump it or something. Again, I love the playfulness of Japanese products. I have really to say. And Kirsty knows Doraemon. Yes, for those who don't know, that's this blue cat here. So then we got Hello Kitty mini mochi. Look at this, isn't this adorable? Chocolate flavor mini mochi. So I would have preferred a matcha flavored mochi, but you know what? Chocolate, you can't go wrong. Chocolate. Then we got a matcha Kit Kat. There we go. I've had one of these. Someone at work brought it back from their travels to Japan. And those are super tasty. And finally, we got... You tell me, it has strawberries. So, and from what you already know about me, me likes the strawberries. And oh, just realized here on the back, they have in English written what it is. Strawberry flavor soft candy with sweetener and sugar. Why is it sweetener and sugar? Because they want to make sure. And when I'm squeezing this, it feels a little bit like one of those ice packs that are just jelly filled. So I'm curious to what actually this is, because it feels like it has a slight harder center. So yeah, this feels a bit, I would say almost a little bit like something that you would find in some horror themed candy, where it's like, ooh, it's living eyeballs or something. So yeah, let's take this with a grain of salt. So this was my Japanese mystery bag, and I'm a little bit disappointed because last year, when you remember, I also got one of these mystery bags, and I still have the wrapper of one of my favorite candies there, and I wanted to get a new supply of this, and it is this. So this is, again, I have no idea what it says there, but it is... black tea with milk flavored candies, and this again was incredibly tasty. It smelled like black tea with milk, like black bubble tea with milk, and even had little bubbles there, little tapioca balls inside of it. And so I kept the wrapper because it was just so tasty. And as I thought to myself, next year at the Level Up is the only chance whenever I get to buy some Japanese candy again. And yeah, maybe next year. Maybe next year. Lady Misliff says, there is a glass bead in the lid. You push down to push in the glass bead in order to be able to drink it. But the bead rests in the little crease and stops you from chugging it. Oh, okay. It's a very sweet drink, but the bottle forces you to take your time and sip it. Oh, that's funny. That's really... So essentially, it's a little bit like a ball pen from the mechanics of it. Lady Misliff also says, I'm sad that there is no red bean paste. Oh, for a person such as myself that is not overly fond of bean things, it was surprisingly good, and I loved red bean paste items. I only know the sweet bean paste that's in the traditional rice mochi. And I never thought, again, also, I'm not a big bean fiend, but yeah, sweetened bean paste, the Japanese somehow have perfected beans tasting good. So I'm probably, I think I might have had some red bean paste. Maybe I'm looking forward to it, because now you got me curious. I saved the best question mark for last. And that is another mystery bag. And this, as you can see here from this little logo, yeah, mystery bags were all the craze at the Level Up. So apparently people love surprise mechanics and buying the cat in the bag. Like, I ended up doing. But yeah, for different franchises, they would have mystery bags of different sizes and, of course, different prices. And I think I paid 40 euros for this one. And it is surprisingly light. So this already got me a little bit suspicious. But the good thing is, since I'm doing this unwrapping here live on stream, it's not a frivolous purchase of my own. It is a business expense that I can write off. So cheers to me. So let's find out I mean, I'm guessing it's some sort of dinosaur a statuette or something. So, okay, are we ready? What is in there? And okay, it's more than one thing. I already see this, notice it. Okay, it's a keychain with the main entrance to Jurassic Park. And whoever packed this bag here from the backside, you can see there is still the original price on it, and it's 4,990 FT. Could this be forint? Who knows? Let's see if it says from which year this is. It just says Amblin, Universal Cities, something, product of China. And you should throw it away. So it has an email address there, and a Facebook icon and a Twitter icon. So this apparently is not from 1993. So who knows? Yeah, smile power. That's the thing. So I'm smiling, and here is the other thing. And this, look at this. This is a Jurassic Park baseball cap that hopefully is not too small for me. That originally cost 8,000 FT. So yeah, all I can say is, with all these ingredients there, or are these, do you call this ingredients? No, the content. So with these contents of this bag, I can't help but feel a little bit ripped off. That was 40 euros. That was 40 euros. You know what? I would have been content paying like 15 for this, but I mean, the hat feels like a little bit better quality than average, but let's see if it's also product of China. Yes, it's apparently from the same company. So there we go. Cool. The power of the smile, yeah, is I wouldn't say not very strong with this brand. So there's that. Oh, I was really looking forward to having some dinosaur catch dust in my shelf over there. So yeah, I got a keychain, or a keychain fob that I'm probably not gonna use, and I got a hat, and my head, my noggin is not made for these kinds of head covers. I'm more of a, as you probably seen on my live streams, I'm more of a big brim hat kind of guy. So yeah, damn it. The good thing is, they even had a bigger bag, bigger mystery bag for Jurassic Park things, and I was this close to get the big one, but it cost 65 euros. So I went for the medium one for 40 euros. So again, yeah, kind of felt ripped off. Okay, FT forint is Hungarian currency. So again, this was apparently, you know what, actually, because they still got the original prices on it, I want to know how much I've been ripped off. Because I think even the seller was from Hungary. So this, of course, makes sense. So makes sense. What is 4,990 forint in euro? So the key fob apparently at some point sold for, let's click this link so that I can tell. Okay, this is apparently 14 euros. Oh, I feel so ripped off. And the other one, how much was that? 8,000 forint. So we got 14 euros and 21.61 euros. So apparently that's 36 euros. So they made 15 bucks out of this, minus their packaging, which probably cost them, let's be generous and say 1 euro. So yeah, they made quite the profit with me. So yeah, again, feeling kind of ripped off. Yeah. Okay, at least Kersey has been officially entertained. You see, at least you got a smile out of it, as you could see my face as I said, "Really? That's all? Where's the dinosaur? I want to see a dinosaur on this, and the only dinosaurs that I have on this are in the logo." Yeah, I don't think I got my money's worth there. Oh dear. Yeah, Lady Miss Cliff says, "Sorry, you got ripped off. All good. It's all good. I could share it with you. I could share my disappointment with you. And again, it's now content, which makes it a business expense, which means I get at least some of it back." Automated Unicorn sparkled the numbers wrong. And the dust from the warehouse also costs a lot. Yeah, there is some dust there. That is true. And I mean, since they had to drive from all the way from Hungary to have their little mystery bag mini warehouse there where you could browse all these different franchises. So again, yeah, franchises and Scheiße, which is German for shit. In this case, it's kind of close together. Again, yeah, a little bit bummed out. I wanted to have the most interesting, gnarly thing for last. And you know what? The most thing I think that I'm excited about are those Pokemon soft candies, because I mean, what the hell is that? What the hell is that anyway? So yeah, I'm like I said, I'm glad that I could share with you some of my very questionable impulse purchases. And oh yeah, I think one thing I haven't shown you that I got, because I mentioned and will also mention in the video, so many plushies there. We got, of course, for those who weren't there, Luna, the cat from Sailor Moon, and behind me, let's try and track this. Camera, did you just track my hand? I think I switched it off, so I have to do this manually. And yeah, the tripod from the microphone, but look at this. Look at this void blob that is a couch cushion. And it's since it's all black, it's pretty hard to tell. But it got this little tail. So void blob the cat, everyone. And let's fix the camera there. Yeah, this was the other impulse purchase, and this one cost 10 euro, and I feel, you know what, I feel pretty good about 10 euro paying for this. I think it was like 50% off, so they wanted 20 euros, but at the very last day, and it was, I think, 20 minutes before the venue closed, so they just said, "I'm not driving home with this." So, but I was driving home with this, and I'm enjoying it a lot. So this was probably one of the best purchases there, apart from one of the coffee specialities. But I'm not going to spoil it, because of course I want you to watch the video when it's out. But yeah, thank you for entertaining me with your presence while I was googling how much I got ripped off. Right, one thing that I wanted also to quickly show you is the amount of videos that we shot this time. This is just from Connie's phone, so we were there with our two phones to record footage, and this is just day 2, just Connie's phone, and it's not that much, because some clips are just a couple of seconds long. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to making the video and to editing it, because again, I think there are some neat things in there. I mean, I didn't film as much, but on the second day we were so clever, because we thought, you know what, since Connie is my producer, suddenly I had someone who really thought about how to produce for social and for YouTube at the same time. And what we came up with is, you know what, Phil, that's me, is mostly shooting vertical for the Insta Reels, and Connie is shooting in landscape, mostly for the YouTube channel. So for the YouTube video. So, and it took me way too long to figure out, you know what, this is a absolutely smart idea, instead of just trying to crop in or make something that you shot vertically to make work as landscape, because it rarely does. And especially when you notice of some brands, especially with certain brands, when you watch their video reels that is horizontal, not horizontal, the other one, vertical, and you realize everything looks like super zoomed in. Yeah, because of course everything was shot there horizontal and then just cropped in and it moved around. And again, you get this somewhat oppressive feeling, like this claustrophobic feeling. And we wanted to avoid this. So again, we went a little bit overboard with this. So Lady Misliff says, you made me want to renew my Sakuraku sub. So Sakuraku is, from what I gathered, because I haven't heard it, but since it's a subscription, is this something that you pay for, let's say once a month, and then they send you just random Japanese sundries? Because if I had a little bit more disposable income, because with all this junk now I don't have much of it left, that sounds dangerous. Okay, it is expensive. Look it up. A box of Japanese snacks monthly, and it is expensive. I think because I want to eat a little bit healthier than I usually did for the past 40 years. Probably not going to go through an entire Japanese box monthly, but I definitely get the appeal. It's like Hello Fresh, just explicitly unhealthy. Thank you, Automated Unicorn, for pooping a topical rainbow. So I'm just browsing through the thumbnails to see if I can show you this mystery bag box thingy. And was it here? Yeah, like I said, this is the wrong video player. Thank you very much, Microsoft. FU Microsoft. So there we go. It's not films and TV. Always. There we go. So yeah, this is little Void Cat, and Connie also found something for herself, and this is this super cute potted plant, and I'm not sure if you can see it underneath here. This big green thing, of course, is a Plushie creeper from Minecraft. We're all big children, and the most dangerous thing is that we have command over our own money, which means no one's gonna stop us. If we want to buy something stupid, we can, and we do. I mean, look at me. I paid $40 for a baseball cap almost. Lady Misliff says, I hear you. I'm growing green beans this year in my backyard to encourage me to eat some. Okay, that's very. I think when you grow your own food, because Connie is also has been very much into gardening lately, and so we got lots of different things like bell peppers, chili peppers, kiwi fruits, grapes, apples, lots of things. We're just trying to see if just one plant survives or something. But you get a whole different appreciation for food, because last year we had strawberries, and I think it yielded 1 or 2 strawberries that you could actually eat because they were in the shade, and bad decisions on my part. Anyway, but it tasted so much more delicious than anything that you could buy. So definitely, if you can grow your own food, go for it. Lady Misliff also says, along with various types of cucumbers again. And OMG, I love Connie's choice. Yeah, right? It's I mean, this is adorable, right? It's really something that when you see it, it's like, I have to take this home. This is not gonna stay here. I think this is a brand of, or this style of cute little potted plants with cute little happy faces. I think there's also a Lego set, and that's not even that expensive, of these kinds of plants. So this would have been my plan B for Connie. Frank says, being allowed to regret spending money on anything you want without needing permission is indeed what being adult is all about. Yes, you're right. It's one of the boons, despite having a constant anxiety about pretty much anything, like spending too much money or not eating healthily enough and all that sort of thing. But I realized it when the big Pokemon Go craze was going on, and I saw kids, they were just camping more or less in front of this Pokestop to just replenish their Pokeballs, and then someone said, oh my god, there is insert legendary Pokemon name, but oh dear, it's 2 kilometers away from here. Does it what? Where? And then I realized, you know what, kids? I'm living the dream life of a kid because I have a car, I can drive there, and should I run out of Pokeballs, I get a credit card, I can buy some, and I felt so badass. And of course, I felt also very very stupid for spending so much money on the game that I don't even play anymore. But here we are. Again, it's one of these small things that again it's. At some point, I feel like this inner child in me. I'm still in my 20s. On that regard, it's like I got a bit of disposable income, and I do dispose of it with this kind of junk. Lebensliv says, I buy a cucumber from the store and it's I'll eat it later. I grow my own and it's like I worked so hard for this. I can't wait to eat it after watching it grow. Much less food waste. That is also true, right? Because I mean every single vegetable and every single item that you produce, I think that's a pun. Is so much more tasty. And also, especially here in Austria, I mean, there is much local grown food, but of course, if you're dying for, I don't know, a banana in the winter, well, come to think of it, even this summer, because bananas are not what's the word? They don't grow around here, so you have to import them. And also, when you want some vegetables that aren't seasonal at this point, well, you get them from Cyprus, you get them from Spain, sometimes you even get them from Peru or something. So of course it's never as tasty as something that you could watch grow in the sun organically in your backyard, because again it's the time it needs to travel from where it grows to your dish or mouth is orders of magnitude less. Lady Mistleaf bought like 5 packages of mystery Kirby keychains. I get the inner child. See, now I feel a little bit better, especially because you also do this and you don't feel bad about it, because that's the other thing from some acquaintances that I have that are all very adult and say, yeah, games, that's child's things, and sometimes, just sometimes, they allow them a little things like this, where they do a little purchase just for them, like a comic book or something, which for them is already something frivolous, and I feel bad about it. And I think, you know what, you can't even admit it to yourself that you actually like this and you deserve it and you should have fun with it. So what? And again, I feel like this you live a much happier life when you think, you know what, that's cute, I want this, I can afford it. Unless, of course, it's a stupid impulse purchase. But apart from that, yeah, you deserve it. Why not? Treat yourself. They were way too expensive, but me want. I get it. I totally like I said, just bringing up this one here. It's sure get it. I was also because I felt a little bit bad about spending money on just a mystery bag of something. So I pushed Connie and said, Connie, please pick something. I want to buy you something. Pick a mystery box. What franchise? Just buy something so I can feel a little bit better about mine. And yeah, again, she went for the plushies, which I think was a much better decision. I mean, look at those. 1 for 15, 2 for 25. That's 2 cute things. You could almost get 4 of these adorable little things for the price of 1 baseball hat and a key fob. I'm still sore about it. I'm sorry. Right. So yeah, this was my unboxing of random stuff from the Level Up. And is there anything in there maybe from the first day that I can show you that is not, I'm not giving too much away from the upcoming video? And I think maybe there is something has any one of you played The Witcher 3? Because this, if you haven't, then the joke falls flat. Frank says, I'll admit I've never been tempted by a mystery box. That's so good, because I feel like I have this, I wouldn't say tendency, but maybe a little bit. I have a little streak that inside of me is excited by these kinds of mystery things and gambling. And so I have to be very careful there, because if a game has some sort of gacha mechanics or mystery boxes, I really have to say, no, Phil, you don't do this. And once a year, I treat myself to it. in this case. And yeah, with the Japanese sweets, I don't even know if I've been ripped off because everything is cool when it's from Japan. But with these things, yeah, I would have, like I said, I would have bought the big one and probably would have regretted even more. So I'm glad that you aren't prone to this. You have no idea how much this is worth in money. Lady Mischief says, I would have absolutely bought that Japanese snacks mystery box. They have it also in different sizes because people, especially on a gaming convention like this one, everyone is accustomed to loot boxes and gacha mechanics. So essentially, why not cash in on this? It's like, yeah, you're at the source. It's like selling I don't know, having selling beer at a anonymous alcoholics meeting or something, because these people have a very low threshold for what you're selling there. So again, I'm not saying that it is the morally right thing to do, but I mean, yeah, maybe a little bit not, but yeah, anyway. Oh, evening, says Venereal Disease. Good evening, Venereal. You have missed me unpacking amazing things that I got from the Level Up Gaming Convention. And one not so amazing thing, you probably will get the references probably for the next couple of weeks when I'll be referring to this. I always say gotcha mechanics, but it's gacha, right? Thank you. You see me playing Wuthering Waves a lot. Stay away from it. Gacha game. Okay, good to know. It's the gacha's gotcha. And Frank says, I mean, yes, I've had Kinder eggs as a child. Maybe that counts. If that's all what you have, and yeah, that it does count. And I also got some Kinder eggs. I'm not sure if Kinder eggs are a thing in the US. I think they are, right? For those who don't know, it's like little chocolate eggs. And the most important or the most exciting thing about this is the chocolate eggs. That's just thin, milky, sweet chocolate. But inside there is this little capsule. It's usually for yellow plastic, and inside there crammed is some Chinese plastic, molded plastic that you can click together, or a little figurine. And always it's a little toy, or just a little mechanism that is fun, like, I don't know, a little catapult or something, or collectibles. And you never know, of course, what is in there. And they have hundreds of different series. That's the plural of series. Anyway. And I remember also as a child, they had these little crocodile figurines, and I just loved them. And of course, it's you never know what's in there. So yeah, this is how they got already as children primed for gambling. Lady Miscliffe says, I still buy the occasional Kinder egg. Same for me. And then I spent sometimes way too long to build this little plastic thing. Usually it's at work, because when I fetch something to eat, and there again my threshold is very, very low, and then I buy a Kinder egg, and then just place the plastic thing on top of my screen at work, and then at some point the cleaning crew maybe drops it and think, doesn't look like it's important, and then it's just gone. And I realized where I felt a little bit, I did this once where I felt like, have I lost my soul? Because I bought a Kinder egg, and because I really was hankering for this chocolate fix. So I ate the chocolate and then looked at this little capsule, and I threw it away unopened because I just wanted it for the chocolate. And then I realized, you know what, Phil? If you just wanted chocolate, you could have just bought a candy bar. And just think of your, I don't know, 8-year-old self, just watch you, just eat the chocolate and throw the capsule away. And so I've never done this since. Okay. Kirsty says Kinder eggs were banned in the US for being a choking hazard or something. That is the thing. This is also what I've heard, because those little things, if you don't know it, that you shouldn't be eating it. I think maybe Europe was a little bit different back in the day when they were introduced in the 80s. I mean, if your child choked on it, well, it wasn't probably a very smart child. So maybe that was the thing. And with the US, it was weird because at some point in the early 2000s, I've heard a couple of stories about what beloved European candies or toys are banned in the US because the regulation is so strong there. And we always said, but at the same time, you can, even as a toddler, you can buy a gun or something. So again, it feels like, double standards. I went a little nuts on the Disney Collectibles Kinder Egg series. See? somehow they get you. If they have cute little dinosaurs in Kinder eggs and say it's Jurassic Park, yeah, then yeah, you got me as well. You're supposed to open it first before being disappointed. Right? You should give yourself a reason to be disappointed. And as a kid, I also remember the chocolate was the least interesting thing about Kinder eggs, as always, because yeah, the chocolate is a consolation if not the thing was in there that you actually wanted. Avoiding the disappointment by throwing it away immediately is cheating. In a sense, it was. I just took the shortcut to that was money wasted. And Lady Miss Leaf says to check Discord, and this sounds like somehow as if, you know what, let me switch back to, because I don't want to dox all of you and usually have the streamer mode on, but since we had some mishap during the filming of, or the recording from of the Ludum Dare with everyone, we were having calls and I recorded us conversing remotely. Streamer mode was on Discord and it recorded just my desktop for an hour. And thank you, Frank, for providing me with the audio, with the video. And I said I could easily sync it to the audio. Turns out, of course, when you are a different person on a Discord chat, you have a different lag than the other person. And so far, it wasn't possible for me to line up where I had the video from you and the audio from my recordings. It was not possible because it's not even constant. It changes. I don't know how often or when. It feels like it's completely random when Discord decides to catch up when the stream was lagging you for half a second or something. It's wild and it's not fun. So check Discord. And I meant to say it sounded like some, I don't know, some spy thing. Just check Discord. You know where to look. So, can I share this? Can I share this? This is adorable. I'm going to save this to the desktop. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey, that's the thing. And DC says, I feel like they made a solid chocolate version of the Kinder Egg. It would sell like crazy, at least in my household. I mean, if it's just a solid egg of chocolate, at least I would buy it at least once, and then whenever I buy it, my regret would just grow exponentially. But I mean, if it's good chocolate, then I probably would also do this. Damn it, that's a good idea. Lady Misleaf says, I must have bought 10 or 12 Kinder Eggs. And Frank says, I was never really into little figurines. Yes, but yes, you basically have to line things up every time someone starts speaking, I think. that was the thing with Discord. And at some point I thought, you know what, maybe I should write the script first, then figure out which sound bites that I needed and only sync these parts and not like 3 or 4 calls that last over an hour that we did. So that's the thing. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Exactly. That's what Discord does. So apparently it's a Doctor Who inspired algorithm. I expect lots of B-roll, says Frank. Oh dear. I mean, we do have a lot. We said a lot, we talked a lot, and we showed a lot. So thank you, Lady Miss Leaf, for allowing me to share those amazing, cute little Disney figurines. And are those little jigsaw pieces? I mean, I get the appeal, because also you have here this sketch art. I mean, it doesn't look like the most cynical of cash grabs. It sounds like there, or at least it looks like there's a little bit of love and thought gone into this. So it's kind of cute. I understand why you went for this. Maybe since we're on the topic, maybe I can find these little crocodile figurines again that I was obsessed as a kid over. Kinder Surprise. In German it's Kinderüberraschung. That's how you say it. Also when you order it. Hallo, ich möchte eine Kinderüberraschung. This is how you say it. Let's see from when those little crocodiles are. And It says Crazy Crocus. That's how they called it, from the 90s. And I think, where is it? Yes, that's. Oh, okay, someone is selling all their Kinder Egg collections for not 1,000 euros, but 800 euros plus shipping for 11 euros. So yeah, those were the little crocodiles that I had as a kid, and I think the one that I liked most was the one that still had a little egg shell on their head. Which one was it? Oh, I'm misremembering it, because I knew the one here with the beaker. Dr. Karl Knallgas. Oh, they had wonderful names for this. Yes, so these things I remember, because they felt so, I don't know, so as a kid they felt expensive, because they weren't just the plasticky things that you, like I said, the molded plastic things that you have to push together, but this one was like this one piece that was painted, and it looked, like I said, as a kid, to me it looked very expensive. Good old times. And Lady Miss Leaf posted a second picture on Discord for size. It looks to me like the same picture, I have to say. But right, so yeah, the stream says, if I let me check, it says mystery bag, unpacking, and random retro fun. You might be wondering what random retro fun I'm talking about. And I thought I'm not that creative, feeling not that creative this weekend, because yeah, last week was level up, then lots of work and editing of the reels in between. And yeah, this weekend we went to visit our niece and nephew, which means shouty kids, super energetic, and it was fun. And then we met our in-laws and went for what I thought was just a quick stroll through the town. Ended up like a 5.5 kilometer long walk, just where my where mother-in-law wanted to show me some horses that she said they come close and you can pet them. They said, okay, I'm game. Show me the horses. Show me the horses. And then we went there. And the person came up and said, you do know that this is private property? And my mother-in-law just said, yeah, we're just looking at the horses. And I said, yeah, but only this time. And then the horse wouldn't come over to be petted. But I could watch it eat some dried grass. So yay. At least I got a little bit of horse time out of it. And thank you for redeeming Hydrate, Kersey. Of course, I'm way too dehydrated. DC says, if we're talking Kinder products, though, I think the Bueno is their masterpiece. I really want some chocolate right now or in general. Yeah, the Kinder Bueno, that's also a good one. That's also very hazelnutty, right? That's still a solid 20 to 30 bucks. You mean these things here? Of course they are, because they know you want to complete something. I think also for us as our human brains who love patterns and matching patterns and completing patterns. Again, some people are more prone to it, others are less, but I feel like it's many of these kinds of things where you just want to complete something are to some extent ingrained. And I feel like especially in programming and game dev, the percentage of people who really go bananas over collectibles and is a little bit higher than I would say on the average populace. Because I know more people who want to collect every last coin in a level than I know people who say, yeah, there are coins, well, fine, I take some if they're on my way, but I don't really care about them. And I would say I'm 80% there in the camp of I need to collect every last thing of them. That's if something has a percentage marker or a badge attached to collect them all or something, I'm a little bit vulnerable to that. So Lady Miss Leaf posted for size a comparison. So am I allowed to show this on stream? But I mean, from the size of it, I would say what do I have here that roughly matches the size? Yeah, I would say with a little card in the back around the size of this thing here at maximum, right? So they're smaller than that, these little Disney figurines. Looks like a Minnie Mouse. Yeah. um, I wanted the putting something together experience, says Frank. That is the thing when you have this little figurine. Usually you get, okay, you got the most expensive thing in the Kinder surprise, but yeah, you don't have to work for it. It's just there. It's like when you buy a Lego set and it comes pre-assembled. I can't help but feeling ripped off. And I said this more like once, and I didn't even talk about Adobe this time. Yet. Stay tuned for my rant on Adobe. I'm not planning on it, but usually it just emerges organically. Just the other day with Adobe Acrobat. No, I'm not going there. Lady Miss Liv says, sorry, I shut off the phone before it finished sending, then resend it since it didn't seem to be trying again. Now it seems to be there twice. All good, all good. So we got twice the image. No, it's fine. A horse says, hydrate. Thank you, Horsey Boo. Thank you for reminding me, because again, I don't want this smacking sound there on the recording. Collect them all, hence Pokemon. Yeah. Phil, if I post it on the group Discord, it's fair game. Okay, or Fate Gamer. Is this French? Again, I'm not sure. I always want to ask, but yeah, this is it for size, so it almost fits in the palm of a hand. Yeah, it's cute. I give you that. It's kind of cute. Gear game. There we go. It's all gear game. Goodness, I know what you meant. Third time's the charm. Yeah. So I'm not sure if any of you have answered my question previously. If any of you have played the game that came out, I think, almost 10 years ago, that it was called The Witcher 3, because in this game, your main character, Geralt of Riva, who also had a horse, and this horse was named Roach. And when we were driving to find a parking space, we found this wonderful Slovenian license plate, and this is why I went there twice, just so that I could take the photo the second time. Go Roach! Yeah, Witcher fan, apparently. Okay, I did not play The Witcher, sadly. Me neither, didn't have the time to, but from general consensus, it's a darn fine role-playing game. Even after 10 years, people say some of the quests are still one of the best that you could find. Granted, this was before Baldur's Gate 3 came out, but I think, yeah, after 10 years, I think they even started with announcing. They didn't start announcing. They announced a new DLC for this 10-year-old game, because they said, yeah, they still want to add something to it. So again, probably good games, they just milk it. Also bad games, but it's not so easy milking a bad game. Henry Cavill makes a nice Witcher, though, right? Yeah, the Witcher series, right? I think Henry Cavill played first the games and then said, you know what, I need to produce this, and I want to play the title role. So apparently, if you're Henry Cavill, you can do this. Okay, I watched a couple of episodes. Yeah, it's I've heard it's good. To me, he's always Superman, but probably, yeah, this is when I only know actors from just one role, and for me, it's, yeah, that's Leonard Nimoy. He will always be Spock, no matter how many, I don't know in how many Columbo episodes he appeared as the suave murderer. To me, yeah, that's Spock there. That's Spock. Right. I said back to retro fun, and what did I mean by this? I thought, let's play a random DOS game, because, yeah, as I said before, and then it just tapered out. What I actually wanted to say is, I'm exhausted, and I don't think that I can do anything creative, or at least anything creative that I also am proud of afterwards. So I thought, you know what? Let's bring up here Exodus with thousands. I wanted to say hundreds of thousands, but it's not that many. It's just thousands of DOS games, and just play something. And I realized that it just crashed. Always a good sign. I realized that when I was just browsing the games and just clicking random, essentially just random games, and then just looked at their screenshots and thought, you know what is table sports? Oh, okay, it's apparently like foosball. By the way, this sport, this table is called foosball, and You know what? I mean, it depicts soccer, right? And you know what soccer is called in German? Fußball, which translates to football. So, again, this is another thing where I found it funny when Americans said, "You want to play foosball?" And I said, "Yeah, not that much into it." But they mean playing this table version of it. So, from what year is this? 96? Cute. So 3D track. Look at this. This is Star Trek in 3D. This must be the captain's chair. And game by Scott Douglas, created with the 3D construction kit from Domark. Okay, so it's what I also like, by the way, here is where it says 3D track. I think this is one of the fonts in Deluxe Paint. So it's nice seeing just spotting some DOS heritage there just on first glance. So yeah, what kind of game do I want to play? And I think one that I have come across recently came across was Terminator Future Shock. That was also the game of the month. Was it 2 months ago? For the DOS Game Club, which I wanted to play but never got around to playing, because I'm a big fan of especially the recent Terminator games. I also played Terminator on Super Nintendo back then, and it was a game by LJN, and I beat it on an emulator like 10 years after first playing it on Super Nintendo, because it was so hard and it was so bad, and I really wanted to finish it at some point. Where is this tangent going, you might be wondering, and again, I cannot tell you. And so the other thing that I also wanted to play or try is Fade to Black, because it's this game, maybe some of you have heard of it. You don't play it, it plays you. Oh my god, that's so tacky. And this is what the game looks like. And I remember having it, the demo of it, on some magazine CD-ROM, and I was just amazed by the 3D fidelity of everything. And I played the demo like I don't know how many times, and you know what, I want to try this again, because it's one of the first-ish 3D games. And that tries to be very cinematic or something. And I think the most cinematic thing, or where it really shows its cinematic ambitions, is with the death animations. So it's one of those games where you fail a lot, but the failing is actually the fun part, because you get to see different ways in how your character dies. So Kirsty says, let's do Fade to Black then. Good. Thank you. Because that's what I just started. And I mean, it got apparently here from the rating 3.5 stars, and I don't think it's that good, frankly speaking, but we will see. Okay, Lady Miscliff says, I'm going to do some cleaning while listening in. Have fun. All good. Good cleaning, or what do you say? Good clean? Happy polishing? I don't know, but thank you for dropping by, and should you just lurk and then drop out, all good. Have a wonderful week. Desktop resolution is only used when in windowed mode. Full screen will auto-scale your desktop to window resolution. Would you like to change any of this dark desktop resolution? It's a no. Let's play this to change the graphics filter. Also no. And then we will see what Fade to Black will be like. Because, again, I never played it ever since the demo in 96, apparently. Okay, Lady Mischief says, I need to clear the area to move an extra desk in for my game dev. Oh, that sounds serious. Very cool. Oh, I love it when you have these kinds of projects where you rearrange furniture just so that you can be more optimized at work, and then you feel like super energized for the first 2 weeks. Yeah, so have fun with this. Sounds great. So I'm going to play Fade to Black with Sound Blaster. And we got the Rational Systems expander, and oh, it's Electronic Arts. That's so 90s. Electronic Arts Studios. By the way, is there still music playing in the background? No. Okay, we didn't have any background music when I was talking before. So thank you for still being entertained. Hopefully the extra space, says Lady Mistleaf, will help me be more ergonomic and stop my shoulder from trying to injure itself. Always good. Yeah, if you, like I said, I'm super happy with my chair. Delphine Software, look at this. They even have a 35mm camera as their logo. If that doesn't say cinematic, then what does? And I love it because it's so pixelated still. And the desk was a nearby neighbor getting rid of it. So it cost me 0. Oh, congratulations. That's quite a bargain. Lens flares, pre-rendered lens flares in 256 colors.
That's me in there, Conrad Hart. Or maybe it would be more appropriate to say that's my body, lying in a tiny shuttle, deep in cryogenic sleep for 50 years. I've been drifting around the cosmos, alone.
You probably wonder how I got there.
But however infinite the universe may be in size, you cannot be alone forever.
It's so pixelated, it's hard to make out what's going on there. Yeah, I also need to start hanging out with neighbors when you get something out of it, like a desk. Ooh, tractor beam, doing all the good tropes here.
They saw my shuttle and beamed me aboard.
It does have a Spaceballs vibe, absolutely. But they're playing it seriously here. And I think that's even more fun.
Kept me in a deep sleep was suddenly interrupted. I came to and opened my eyes, only to realize that to my horror, I was back in the clutches of my worst enemy, the morphs. And it didn't take them very long to decide my fate.
New Alcatraz, it's on the moon. And it's Terminator 2 font. Of course. It's a French game, if you haven't figured this out already. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this actually is pretty cinematic for a game, especially of that time.
Hey, human! Welcome to the Lunar Penitentiary, New Alcatraz. Easy to get in, impossible to escape, if you dare.
Ooh.
The lizard was mistaken. We can escape in a cargo vessel. I'm John O'Connor. I was gonna take you with me when I escape, but you were out cold. By the way, I left you a few items of interest. You better grab your gear and move out. Maintain radio silence and I'll contact you at the appropriate time.
Oh. Hello, my name is John McExposition. So, Terminator Fun and John Connor, exactly. So let's see how I can play this. Okay, the cool thing is I just hit escape, and here when you save here essentially from a movie projector, and you got one of these first instances of this ring menu that I think was made popular by I want to say Terminator, Tomb Raider, that's the word. So probably should have looked into the controls or something. So we got a new message. I have no idea what to do. So I hit 1, 2, 3, Q, Shift, Alt. So when I hit left and right, of course, then I can move the camera, and up and down. Okay, when I hit down, it's not like I could walk back. I'm just crouching. So I think the walk cycle here is pretty neat, but of course the camera work is, yeah, it was.
Activate security drones.
Yeah, probably we're gonna die here. So I just hit something that wasn't escape. That was L, probably like load or something. So I think we have to start over when the drones come in. Okay, so with J, I can do something. So let's practice. What can I do with J? Okay, J is jump. Good to know. H is what? Nothing. G, mouse with icons, mouse without icons. It says here on the top, but yeah. Okay, F, nothing. D, S, apparently S is safe. Ah, okay, B. When I hit B, no, was it B? It was V. Apparently like vision or something. And when I hit V again, then I can shoot. And when I hit down and left and right, then I can move around. And when I hit forward, then I'm up again. So, okay, how did I just shoot? Was it space then? No. Okay, it was B. So with V, I enter the stance. And with B, I then shoot. Okay. So what's on this square there on the floor? Let's be like a cat and jump in. Okay, it's flashing. This can't be good. Okay, anything else that we can find here? What's going on here on this door? Okay, I'm not sure how to interact actually. Okay, with enter I can reload. Oh, there we have lasers. I remember this, but if I step over it, then there is this robot, and I think the robot here can shoot me when it sees me. You know what? Let's try this out. Let's try what happens here. I just disabled the robot, but I think I have to disable the robot while I'm standing here. Otherwise, I won't be able to make it here through these. Yeah, through the laser here. So I think probably I just maneuvered myself into a corner that I cannot escape from. Or did the robot? Did I just allow the robot to move? Oh god, the camera. So there it is again. So, but once it's passing over here, then I managed to get through. Yes, cool. I don't know what is shooting at me. Okay, I'm almost dead. And Console RT is here. Hello, Console. We're playing Fade to Black. And I think we will die now. Cool. Let's try again. Okay, Console says, I remember this game from when it came out. Yeah, I only played the demo. I'm just trying to
Activate security drones.
to reacquaint myself with the controls. And I enjoy all the death animations. So there we go. Let's hit S for save and save this here.
Saved.
Oh, nice. But I think now I have to be very fast to move across here. And so yeah, this is the robot. And I think should we try again to shoot it? Or just try... Oh dear. I mean, we're here at somewhat of a standoff. So we lost half our health. No, we lost more than half of our health. Probably this was bad, so let's load. Let's load. Yes, I'm sure I want to load this. Oh dear. How can I load this? Do you sure? Oh yeah, I have to select it. It's yes and no.
Game loaded.
Okay, I got a new message. This we never actually looked at. Okay, what else? Oh, I just realized when I'm hitting here on the number block, I can do cool things like lean over edges. Crouch, what is 5? 5 is just walk. And 8 is run, okay. 0 is stepping back. Of course, because you don't want to have something like actually hitting the back key to walk back. And I can do these things. Okay, probably should have really played some more with the controls first. Okay, this is super helpful. When I hit comma, I can just turn on my heels. So enter reloads, plus does nothing, minus does this. Okay, cool. Multiply and okay. Essentially the game is to be played just from your number block. But I really am interested in what actually this message is that I got. So let me just keep hitting random buttons and hope that we come upon the one that opens up the message. Yeah, J is jump. Mouse with icons, mouth without icons. Now this was saving. You know what? Let's just keep trying. Let's just keep trying. Oh yeah, I need to use here the pressure plate. So there we go. Probably shouldn't be stopping. Or okay, so I'm here. Comma to turn around. Yeah, the controls are very cinematic, which means they are pretty sluggish. So how did I manage to peek around the corner? No, this was just jump back. No. Okay, good. 9. I think it was 9. Was it 9? Apparently it wasn't 9. Was it 3? I'm a little bit concerned about my ability to handle the controls. Okay, V to get into the shooting stance. It did some beeping there. Can I... Okay, then I can just... Now when I'm in this stance, I can just look left or right. I mean, we just saw before that I could just lean across the sides, which for some reason I cannot do here in this case. Okay, here 9 and 7. Look at this. I can clearly look, but okay, it won't let me switch into the stance. Well, then let's try. You know what? Let's save and then try and shoot.
Game saved.
Sounds good. I think that was it. Cool. Cool. And now we have to save again. Just reload it before stepping through this door. Yeah, I think we're fine to save here.
Game saved.
Okay, what's our plan? Just head inside, and go immediately here into the stance. Okay, there is no auto-aiming or anything like that. Which means we're going to load. Because I need to get close. So, yeah. DC says, I think this control scheme would probably send me into delirium. I mean, right now it's sending me into halfway there, more like confusium. But
Loaded.
that's the fun part with old games. At a certain point, once you somehow manage to rewire your brain, your muscle memory the right way for some reason, then no, get there. Somehow it clicks. So am I going to save here from this position? Damn straight I am. Game saved. So, or should we just try and outrun it? Can we do this?
You never should have left your cell.
Yeah, I've realized. Probably not the right course of action, so let's try this again.
Game loaded.
Okay, so this thing really is good at targeting. Yeah, that was... I mean, I think on one hand it was good that we could shoot the camera, but not good that we couldn't shoot the turret. So maybe I should have... We should load here from previously and try to shoot the camera instead.
Loaded.
And hope that at this point the turret doesn't appear. So maybe I was too slow here. It looks like it's one of those puzzle games, more or less. Where was I? This one here. Okay, and I just need to be faster. V is entering the stance. V and B. Okay, apparently that's not it. The golden shirt always made me think it's Kirk. Oh, right. So can we just outrun this?
You never should have left your cell.
Come on, get into the stance. The shriek. Ah, well. So okay, there must be something to this.
Game loaded.
Also, it feels like from where this green fella emerges from, that might not be actually the exit. So is there anything else that we can do from here? So, I mean, down here it says dev map shield, weapon and use watch. So apparently there are different things that I can do. For those, if you can't see it, I'm talking about this part here. So I think it might be time to look at the manual. Just in case, just in case that I was missing something. New game, play demo, change sound configuration, heads up display. Oh god, no, I do not need the AI assistant hide for this session. I cannot hide the AI assistant apparently indefinitely, but okay, play the demo, change sound configuration, select mouse, select joystick. Okay, apparently we can use the mouse. Okay, so it says here, this is our shield strength, this is the rounds that we have, the active scanner type, the active shield type, mine count indicator, bullet type and item in use. To restore the shield to full strength, step on a charging station and press spacebar. See charging station. Okay, so the shield is essentially our health. To activate the scanner, press 1 repeatedly until the scanner you wish is active. Press 1 repeatedly. Apparently there is only one sort of scanner that we have. Okay, that's not helpful. Shield type, press 2 repeatedly until the shield you wish to activate appears. Bullet type, press 4. Usable item, press 5 repeatedly until the object appears. Okay, see the back of the CD case for key commands. Mouse and joystick users see devices on page 14. Okay, to aim, press right alt to activate combat mode. To fire, press right control. To reload, press enter. Really control? It was different for me. But let's try this. Right alt and right control does nothing, my friends. It does nothing. It is V and B. Okay. Auto map. Inventory. Oh, I have an inventory. To access inventory, press I. Manual referencing CD case. Isn't this beautiful? Indeed, Cursipu. Okay, let's press I. Look at this. Oh, here we have our message. Cool. How can I select the message? By the way, what is this inventory? It looks like he mounted some... I mean, it looks like a steering wheel mixed with an RTX graphics card or something. So yeah, thank you, game. How can I select this message? I can hit I to exit out of the inventory. Come on, game. Is there anything I can type to activate to read this message? Oh dear. Holo projection. Oh yes, this could be. Like an Xbox with handles. Right. Not a 360, just the original Xbox.
Hello again, Conrad.
It was shift.
Mission is to reach the infirmary on level 2. Mandragore agents left a radar scrambler there. It will allow us to escape without being detected by the prison security system. The device is hidden inside a medikit. I'll be in touch. End of message.
Okay, just make it to level 2. Okay, it was shift and not the left shift, but the right shift key. Now I'm trying the alt keys, other shifts, tab, random keys. So, by the way, it doesn't look like there is anything else that I can do here. Above, it got a bunch of interesting icons that I really wish I could look more into, but yeah, so this was the inventory screen. Didn't help us a lot. To cycle through inventory types, left shift tab to move backwards. Christ. To view selected item and its description, press right shift. There we go. To activate the selected right item, press enter. Oh dear. Oh, look at this. Communications. By the way, this font is the font that was used in The Godfather, and I think even for the Knight Rider title logo. Anyway. Communications. To inventory, press right shift. Bullet types, exploding bullets, magnetic pulse bullets do not appear as available rounds, shield strength diminishes when in use. This doesn't help me a lot. Usable items, watch elapsed time since the start of the game. Yeah, the usable items, that's fun because I want to switch through these things, and Nothing works. I can just play the message again.
Hello.
I wonder, do I have to hold a button? Because this could be the typical DOS shenanigans. Oh, it's tab. Now tab works. So I got my watch, and the watch says we've been playing this for 8 minutes, and it looks, oh god, I love this. This looks like an 80s Casio wristwatch. Frank says, sorry, I did not understand the controls. I was too busy remembering where the fonts are. That's my brain. You just have here my brain in a nutshell. So again, I cannot use the cursor keys. This shield generates a magnetic field around Conrad to help protect him from small amounts of enemy gunfire. This shield, so it's our health point. The map scanner. The scanner drains a little to no energy when in use. And the message. Okay, the normal bullets. We got 9 bullets for damage 1. Okay, can I use here the map scanner by hitting enter? No. It's such a magic time for gaming. Everybody reinvented the UI wheel. In this case, literally, right? I mean, the UI wheel. So yeah, we've been waiting in front of this door, and I don't know how to proceed here. So let's try this again. Oh, it's already locked on me. Have I been to this door here? I mean, I like the effects, really. They look pretty cool and effectsy, but so there, I took care of the camera, but I'm down on my health almost completely. So when I run there, I get this.
Game loaded.
Maybe I just need to be fast. I have to try this again. The controls are so laggy. You have no idea. I mean, you probably have an idea. No, I just hit escape, my friend. I do not want to save. I want to load. Oh, this was a close one. This was a close one. So I want to load this one.
Game loaded.
Yeah. So it was V and then B to shoot. But it takes him a while. Okay, let's try to be fast. V. And so now the blob appears.
Never should have left your cell.
Should I save now? You know what? Let's try this again and try not to get hit that often. Is it one of them get good games? I just saved it. I just saved over. You know what? We have to deal with it now. So if I just keep running past here. Yeah, that was it. I mean, it looks like I could go into this elevator or whatever it is, right?
Game loaded.
So how can I interact? Let's look at the manual and see if we can find a way to teleports. There we go. Press space bar. Okay, floor panels. To pass without activating, press J. Access panels. Step in front of a panel, press spacebar. In charging station. Okay, spacebar. Spacebar it is then. Spacebar. Oh dear. Okay, so really, let's try this without getting hit that often, hopefully.
Saved.
I saved it again. It's... I'm too stupid for this. So how can I... Oh, probably. How can I step out of this? Okay, maybe I should load now and see. What's happening here?
Loaded.
Okay, now I'm able to step out, and here finally it feels like I can recharge. Okay, good. So my health is back, and you know what? Now I think it's safe to save. See what I did there?
Game saved.
And I think shouldn't we make it here? So let's see who is there. Oh, there's another turret and another enemy. Good, and let's see what we can do here when this turret might or might not be shooting at us. Oh look, there's food. And somewhere there's an enemy and I don't know where, because I can see them. Was this also a door? The death animation is wild, right? It feels like they went really overboard with it. So can I just go to the other side here? Oh, that's super bad level design. See that this is some sort of hallway then. And I think on this end there is someone. Probably. Maybe I should reload. Also the sounds. I mean, couldn't I lean over edges? Okay. Oh dear. So okay, let's try the good old trick of maybe if we're very close at the edge, they can't hit us, but we can. I can only turn when I'm standing like this. It's not like I can take a step forward or anything. That's so clunky, really. That's so clunky. So yeah, let's try this then. Are we hitting anything? Now we hit something. Christ. What was that? Oh, did I just walk? Did I just walk while I was crouching? How did I do this? Let's try this again. No? Okay, I can walk while I'm crouching by hitting the multiply sign on the number block. This is some obscure shit right there. Oh, there's a computer. There is a computer. You know what? Let's save. Maybe it's one of them games where you should always save.
Game saved.
Don't shoot! I'm just the cook! Get in there, it's safe.
Yeah, hang on. I need to to write home on this old Macintosh. So here's a cook. It says don't shoot. Okay, hopefully there is some exposition. Okay, I just need to walk around here. This game does not want to be played. So, what's it with you, friend? Can I search lockers? I think I've read something about lockers. Lockers contains items of youth. Be sure to check out all of them. That's it. It's just check them out. So, okay, this is a locker. Okay, I would say this is a Star Trek Next Generation warp type mushroom. What else can I do? Floor plans, tunnel ports, access panels, charging station, saving and loading games. Okay, info cell, escape up. Remake this game in Unreal Engine. Exactly. I mean, I kind of like the premise of it, but I mean, it's commendable that they managed to get something in 3D done anyway. Oh, look at this. There's even this must be the coolant chamber.
You really thought you'd get away that easy?
Yes, I did. Oh no. Okay, yeah, this truly was an ambush. Somehow I still survived. Game industry, get to it. So, okay, block 8.
Access granted to cafeteria passageway.
Cool. So I think this was necessary. Okay, so this is apparently not an exit. They were just waiting for me on the off chance that I walk into this cooling closet. By the way, who keeps their access to the cafeteria right next where they keep their hams? Anyway, let's save just to be, you know, that thing.
Game saved.
So what can we find here? Is this a door? Okay, apparently that's not a door. And the cook is gone. How can I interact with this? I mean, I can reload. It feels like this engine is really struggling just to display 3D objects of any kind. Is this a door? No. Oh, this is one of those containers. Those are 2 containers then. Let's see if I can check them. Okay, this... there I can hit space. Okay, we got a bouncing mine. This would have helped tremendously. Okay. So this triggered an alarm.
Locker empty.
Good. Okay, I thought those were doors. So, if... yeah, exactly. That's the thing that I feared. That I now have to run through this and I cannot make it because I'm already low on health. So, where did I save? This one here should be good.
Loaded.
Okay, so now I know that here is the cook.
Don't shoot! I'm just the cook! Get in there, it's safe.
Ah, okay, so the cook was a traitor. Okay, get in there, it's safe, which means I'm hitting multiply sign carefully for the ambush. Ha ha ha, stupid human.
Ha ha ha, you idiot! You really thought you'd get away that easy?
That sound is loud. Okay, I think we did a little bit better now. Get on there. Good.
Access granted to cafeteria passageway.
So I think this is what we should have been doing. And now I got some more health than I had before. The cook is gone. And now when I get the mine and trigger the auto turret, I still get enough health that I can run past it and recharge my shield. Hopefully. So let's save now. Yeah. I think this went well, so I'm going to save it.
Save.
Then we reloaded our gun. I take one object, and now let's make a run for it. Oh no, we're being ambushed again. So that was close, but hopefully I can recharge. Can I recharge? Do I need to step back on this thing? How did I walk back? Oh, with 0. Right, with 0. Okay. Good. And now we should save. This was close. So this was where we came from. Yeah, let's save. Let's save there.
Game saved.
Okay, so the game, from what I can tell, is kind of cool-ish, but sluggish as the night. Okay, I cannot go through here. I mean, we haven't gone through this door, haven't we? Okay, there are some red barrels here. Cool. Okay. It's so fun that even in this game from, what was it, 1995, you already got the red barrels.
Game saved.
So is this a door? Come on, step away from. Okay, apparently this is not a door. Is this a door? Yes, this is a door. With chest-high walls. This looks bad. First, let's check out what we can see here. What is this?
Access granted to South Corridor Passageway.
South Corridor Passageway. That's good. What's in here? It's an info scanner. So finally we can use the scanner. And a hint, number 1. Okay, this sounds substantial. Hint number 1. The audio is indeed nice. So how... Right, it wasn't enter, it wasn't shift, it was... Yes, it was shift, it was right shift. Force fields cannot withstand explosions. Okay, I think that's helpful. So with tab... But if I hit tab too quickly, then it doesn't register. So with tab, I can switch here to the map scanner and the info scanner. So now I have the info scanner selected, I think. Displays the amount of damage needed to destroy a targeted object. Okay, this sounds helpful. This scanner will drain small amounts of energy when in use. Perfect. Just what I want. Okay, so the info scanner is now blinking in the lower shield and it's draining our energy already. Did it just grow back? Oh, God. Oh, okay, this doesn't look good. Because there's an infinite resupply of enemies. Okay, that was gruesome. When I hit restart, what does it restart? Oh, it restarts the entire game. It's one of those games where it really says, yeah, if you haven't saved, checkpoints haven't been invented yet. So, where were we before? I think here, this was. Do you want to load? Yes.
Game loaded.
So what if I just run through it and try to interact here with this lever and not really taking into consideration what is happening here? Okay, also do not run into the enemies when they're in their blob shape. Yeah, I really have to say this, from a game design perspective, it's not very strong. Maybe the game, thank you, Kersey. Or maybe the game is telling me not to go that way. So let's get here this info scanner and the hint.
Access granted to South Corridor Passageway.
So maybe we should go to the South Corridor Passage. I just ran into this barrel and it exploded on me. Is this the South Corridor Passageway? It must be, because I cannot even enter it. Not even this little nook. It's just... Okay. Are there enemies again? Not yet. Then let's recharge. And let's save.
Game saved.
And let's see what is here. What is here? Okay, nothing. I cannot enter this. Was the south entrance? Maybe is this south? This is not south. So can we go up here somewhere? Is this teleporter? No, it's not working. Can we... Oh. Okay, then. Who keeps a spider robot there? So, okay, from apparently from what I can tell is really we have to make it through here. And again, I'm not sure what the game wants of me here. Those projectiles are super slow, by the way. That's almost funny. So, well, then let's just try and run again. Make a run for it. No, not reloading. Oh god, this is so slow. Look at this. Oh great, there's more of them. And I'm almost dead. Is this something that I can interact with? Yes, I can, but almost dead. And I feel like... What am I doing here? Okay, so I need to shoot this thing apparently when it's next here to the force field, because that way, at least from what the hint told me, I can get through here. But my god, I'm not sure what the game expects of me, because I'm just one hit kills me from here. There's an enemy prowling. And I think is the enemy patrolling. I don't dare to save now. Because all I can do here is when I'm using this contraption here, and I open this door, is then I can that I can get back to the main corridor. So I think this is what the game wants of me then. Oh, great. Yeah. Really, I don't think it's good game design when you're expected to take hits, and otherwise the game is very linear, because it's just so clunky. It's just so clunky. So the only idea that I have is to use one of those bouncy mines that the game told me of. But since the enemies here grow back, it's not really fun, actually. Input, toggle mouse on off, increase mouse sensitivity. Okay, yeah. With the mouse, you can walk by clicking the left mouse button, and you can run by holding down both mouse buttons. Really, it's before mouse look was a thing. Related key commands. Control left, control T. Increase brightness of screen. Toggles mouse mode. Reduce the size of screen, reduces sound volume, music volume, changes screen resolution. Deactivates speed limitation to and from 15 frames per second. Oh, that's quaint. Far or close-up view of Conrad in combat mode. Maybe this helps? If I hit F9? Or is this just when I'm... Okay, when... Is this constant? Okay, so when I'm in combat mode, I can either go more like first person or like this. I don't think it helps a lot. Yeah, right. What I wanted to look at, or at least figure out, is how to use my mines, my bouncy mines. So let's see if there is the CD case. I mean, we got here the 3D box model. Oh, this is not available here. Never mind then. Flip box. So, yeah, this is just the box art. And there is no sign of the back of the CD, because, I mean, even if you're very diligent and scan in the box that comes with the game, apparently no one figured maybe we should also scan the backside of the CD jewel case that's inside the box, because apparently this is where they print their instructions. Beautiful. Yeah, what a power stance, indeed. So, okay, when I hit M, look at this. I tried all the buttons before, and apparently there is a room here in the Sector 3 cafeteria. But of course, I mean, I cannot run there now, because here is the turret. And I probably won't survive going inside and back and then have enough health to level up again. So, yeah, and these other doors, apparently I could not get into. So the game is very linear, apparently. So this was at least M. This was B. I'm reloading now. Any other buttons that I need to hold down for longer so that they register? Okay, S for saving. Oh, how did I just pause the game? I don't know how I just paused the game. Oh, with P, of course, with P. Okay, I is the inventory. We've been here. But really, the game expects, okay, of you good shooting. So this is when I'm holding down 7, which I'm also not quite sure what this does. Man, that's really bad game design. I got shot in the back. Frank says, I've been quiet for a bit because I had to play GeoGuessr. Oh, congratulations. I registered for a thing this weekend, bumping the microphone, but I won't finish it. Deadline is Tuesday at noon and the top players need a bit of over 3 hours for it, but I spent 10 hours so far and I'm halfway. And even then I made too many mistakes. Oh, I'm sorry. Turns out I now have more evidence for not being that good. I mean, it sounds still pretty good if you're this serious about GeoGuessr to sign up for a thing. You know what? I think you can still be proud of yourself. Also, by the way, I think now you got at least some research done because you were in Prague last week. So hopefully that helps at least figuring out some of more of the European stuff. And Console.at is also here. Thank you, Console. I expected more of this game. So, okay, this is where I got ambushed here by the guy. So apparently this also here is a door which I didn't see at first. Is this a secret room? Game over. It's one hit kill, the game. This is why it's called Fade to Black, because constantly the game keeps fading out because you just die. So you know what? I will reload now. Enter here this room and maybe not step on this pad, but first save. And where do I want to save over? Let's pick a new save.
Game saved.
Okay, European rounds are reasonable okay for Frank. It's Vietnam and India and the like where I'm just totally lost. I gave up some rounds there. I can only guess because India is quite large. And yeah, I've never been there myself, so probably also would struggle with it. Oh, look at the placement of these things. Look at the placement. This is nasty. Especially with these controls. Okay, so let's hit J to jump over it. And maybe there is an enemy placed here at some point. Because I have a feeling how this game does things. Game over. So where did I save here? Okay, let's try then the other round. Can I jump across here? Yes, I can, but nowhere else from here. That is bad. Then let's jump back and see if I can make some more progress. This game, it really feels like it's not a game designer who is proud of their work and wants to show you around what they came up with. It's more like, how can we have players step into our traps? So I'm going to save over this part here.
Game saved.
So I hope there is something interesting here for a change. Oh god, look at this. They're doing this deliberately. Okay, Cursor says there apparently was a new entry in this game series called Flashback 2. Metacritic listed it as second worst game of 2023. Oh dear. Yeah, for those who don't know, I don't think I've mentioned it. This is the sequel to Flashback. And the Flashback is one of the first cinematic platformers. So this apparently is what they envisioned is, yeah, taking this cinematic platform and just transforming it into 3D in 1995. Okay, can I just jump across here? And I'm going to save because, I mean, there is just this container right at the end. And again, from what I've seen this game do, I feel like there's an enemy
Saved.
at some point that just will appear. Or is there? Oh, sorry game. I did you wrong. Okay, exploding bullet clip. This sounds useful. We're going to save now. There we go.
Game saved.
And when I go into this direction, I think this is part of the way that we came in. This is when I first tried to jump over there. But apparently here is maybe a way out. Look at this. Yes, there is a door. A sliding door that takes us back. And oh, have I checked this before? Energy recharger. That is helpful. So essentially it's a medipack. I hadn't seen this before. It's just a bummer that I can't interact with the CRT computer then. So now the question should be, should I take the mines from there? And no, I will not take the mines because I need to recharge and there is an enemy.
Stop, human!
Let's reload first. And then recharge. Oh, this game is so sluggish, really. But yeah, with Flashback, it's really a shame that the new Flashback apparently is really horrible then. I wasn't aware of this. So again, thank you, Kersey, for sharing this. So let's take care of the spider that apparently someone put here into the infirmary.
Secure all exits.
No use. Go here. I almost dare to say it, but I think I'm getting better at this game. So I'm going to save now and see what happens when I step in there before getting
Saved.
or trying to step in there before getting the clearance for it. Will the enemies still appear? Yes, they do appear. This is so bad game design. I mean, look at this. That's not fun. Kersey says, one reviewer said Flashback 2 was the most pointless sequel since Duke Nukem Forever. Ouch. Oh, that's quite a burn. That is quite a burn. Yeah, this game is also... I mean, of course, now it's probably
Loaded.
best if I take this.
Access granted to South Corridor Passageway.
Okay, South Corridor Passageway. So this is where we fled from. Then we teleported here. Then we went into this Sector 3 secret room. I mean, I think it looks like, from the levels, it looks like they were made pretty much like the Duke Nukem, not the Duke Nukem, the Wolfenstein levels, where it's more or less a 2D grid, and you first make the levels in 2D, and then yeah, just pick a texture for the walls. So the South Corridor. Could this be here in the guard hall, Sector 2, the South Corridor? Or did it say Cafeteria South Corridor? I don't recall. But doors here are marked as red, so I think I've seen here all the doors from this side. So I guess I really have to go through here. Because this door is impassable. This door is also impassable. The cantina door I went through, and this door is, as of now, also impassable. So the only idea that I have is maybe switch through different ammo that I have. So I have the explosive rounds. So let's try those. Maybe that helps with these guys. Still
You
takes
only live
two.
once.
Yeah, those guys don't live once, they live many times. And they still hit me. Oh no! Yeah, I'm out of bullets. Okay, and now the enemy is here blobbing towards me. I really wonder who this game was made for, because if you're an action player, this is way too sluggish, and if you are more of a puzzle and explorer, this is way too hard. So yeah, from how far I've played this, I don't think that I would recommend it. I thought there was more to it once you make it past the first encounter. Again, I kind of liked this puzzleness of it, but again, paired with the horrible controls, I mean, this room you hardly survive. And then in the other room with this crane thing going on, it feels like, yeah, just let's throw in like 3 more encounters, because of course you should be good at shooting now. And now even here, the explosive rounds, an enemy now takes, I think, 2 hits to kill and not 3 hits. But still, it's more than 1 hit, and especially in this situation where, I mean, they don't even give you like 5 seconds rest of the enemies or something, where it feels like this would have been more lenient in a way. No, it's really like as soon as you dispatch of one of enemy, the next one comes, and it's a kill box, so to speak. And again, I don't know what I would have or what I have expected of this game, but it was a little bit more than this. So I can go up twice here, and now I'm at the game options. And I mean, that's kind of neat, that if I hit down arrow here, I'm at saving, and then the game options here are in the center. So, I mean, you know what we could try? Let's play the demo of the game. Oh, that's cute. That's some kid sitting in front of the screen, because maybe we see some gameplay of how they imagine the game being played. Oh, I didn't see this. There was this cabinet here, and there we have a mine. Okay.
Order to activate security drones. Prisoner 6 has escaped.
Okay, so they're also not very good at shooting. With shooting. Frank says never make a game too good. You're just setting expectations for the sequel. Exactly. Okay, so how are they going? Ah, okay, so they're using... Okay, now I'm curious as to how... Okay, they're shooting just like this. And apparently this did not trigger the turret. Okay, interesting. I really wonder how long this demo goes, because it feels like watching a playthrough now. Okay, so you could... This is how you use those mines. I never figured out how to throw them. So I think this is the same thing that is going to be happening here. I never even managed to shoot that fast because the controls were so sluggish. Oh, and he shot the cook. He shot the cook. And then you could see it was this green blob. So what is this player doing now? Okay, they don't care about the other enemy. Just shoot and reload.
Access granted to South Corridor passageway.
Okay, now I'm curious to see how they do it here. Oh, look at this. Oh, there's a trick to it. There's a trick to it. I should have watched the demo. Bastards. Okay, and the demo picks up from here then. Or is this a different level? Secret teleporter. Exactly, Kersey. I'm a little bit mad at the game. Game, please let me do something. So, okay, this is where I was before. There we go. Sure, you want to... No, I want to load. Christ, it's the same old. That feels super cheap, really.
Game loaded.
Have I already picked up what was in there? No, I have not. So, could I see this here on the mini-map? On the auto map? Okay, then let's go here for the secret teleporter. And why can't I use the secret teleporter? Okay, apparently there is a door. Which you only know when you see it, but I cannot access it, and I wonder why. Oh, did I already activate this? I don't think I have in this save game.
Access granted to South Corridor passageway.
So the South Corridor passageway is that. South Corridor passageway, of course. South Corridor passageway, everyone. Where is this South Corridor passageway? Okay, it teleports us here. And I'm going to save this now, of course. Of course I am. Yeah, I'm using this as a new save.
And saved.
And then can't wait to be ambushed again. So, cool, now what? Yeah, this secret passageway, there is nothing here. That's even worse. Or is there? Do I need to shoot all those yellow crates. Or is there a secret passage here? I mean, let's shoot these things now. So are those the chutes where the enemies kept dropping from? I think this is what they were. I hope that this is what they were. I'm going to save this again. In a different save slot.
Game saved.
Just want to inch forward. No, shoot! I cannot shoot that as fast
Maybe
as
next time.
in the demo. Okay, so I think that was the trick to this room. But before continuing, I want to recharge my shield. At least they give you infinite recharges. But man, if it weren't for the demo, who would have thought that the secret, or not the secret, even the just South Corridor passageway unlocked? I mean, it's one thing if you present players with a door they cannot go through, but it's one thing to say, hey, the door you never knew was there is now unlocked. But at least we're able to progress now. Okay, it doesn't look like here in block A anyone is coming. Okay, so those are the chutes from where the enemy appear from. I think this is what they are. So those are the enemy spawners. So the game just taught me to disable the enemy spawners when you see them. And I saw some on the other side. So it's not like... Okay, where is it? Posture check. Thank you, Disease. Thank you. Cursey says, difficult in this area where doors are not as distinguishable from wall decorations. I think the only way to distinguish doors is by opening up the minimap. So, what did I say? Multiply sign to inch forward.
Stop!
Okay. Who said this? Oh. No! And the music switches instantly back to this relaxed theme. Okay, so I didn't go here this direction, and there appears to be some sort of spiky thing. I'm going to save now.
Game saved.
And just shoot. Or should I change to my explosive weapons? It's really strange hitting num-blocked multiply sign to take a step forward. Okay, there are more of those spiky things that you cannot shoot. Okay, Disease has 14,200 unicorn flakes. Does this mean I can make you drink water 142 times in quick succession? Hyperhydration. I mean, with that amount of unicorn flakes, it really seems like you could make me drown. So my only safeguard again is that I only have a half a liter of water ready, so just in case. Console says the game has no in-game music, right? Or did you mute it? It does have in-game music. It's via MIDI, but right now it's just this droning. I mean, if I shut up for a second, you hear some weird blah 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 blah. Blah. Okay, there is this red switch. Is this a switch? Or is this an alarm light? I think it's one of those klaxon buzzers. Yeah, and against those enemies I have no idea how to protect myself or what I could be doing. So the only thing that I can do is run back, recharge my shield, and then return. Oh, I cannot run back. I cannot run back. Of course not. Why shouldn't I be able to? So here, if I recall correctly, is another of those enemy dispenser chutes. So as soon... Okay, let's reload the weapon. Then start here this thing. Then wait for the enemy to appear. And then I shot this thing, or am I just in its way? Okay, I'm in its way. And I have to cause an explosion here, of course, to be able to disable here the force field. But apparently I have to really be super fast with shooting. And yes, past Phil has thwarted the... I have no idea how often I have to shoot this thing. Also, of course, the frame rate drops whenever I shoot something very close. This is no fun. Okay, I give this one last try. But yes, Future Phil could come up with some new redeems. That is true. Or do I need to shoot the barrel when it's in its little pen over there? Let's try this. And Frank has 270,000 of them. It's hopeless indeed. So. Seriously, I don't know what this game wants. Because the hint said cause explosions to force fields to disable them, and it doesn't work like you would think it works. Again, I think I have to watch a playthrough of this entire game. Or maybe the only other idea that I have would be to head over to this computer there. But I think if this other, I don't know, mine detects me, then I'm done for. But you know what, let's try this. So I'm going to save here. Sure, save here.
Game saved.
Run to the computer and then see what happens. Oh, there's nothing to interact with. Okay, never mind then. Anything that I can do here? with these things? No. I mean, it's ambitious for its time, being, like I said, 1995, a full 3D cinematic game, but yeah, the shooty parts combined with the clunky controls, man, that's really not fun. And as always, we just see the game is in itself a little bit underexplained, and I think what really took the cake was you have to unlock a secret passage that you didn't know was there. So is there any other passage that I didn't see here? And no, there is not. There is just a door to this secret unknown room that I haven't been able to unlock. Anyway, oh dear. Let's appreciate the pretty sweet running animation. Okay, I give the game that. It's the running animation for this time before motion capture and so on. That is pretty neat. The game just locked me in. I feel betrayed. Yeah, overall the animations and also the polygon models, pretty good overall, I have to say. Oh, it's open now and I can look inside. The game is mocking me. I can look, can I run through? No, of course I cannot run through. The game is mocking me. Or is there a switch that I can shoot perhaps? There is something that I could shoot, but it looks like someone in cryo. Well, whatever is there, it's dead now. And still the force field has not changed. Chrissy says, and fixes posture. Right. Drown me while fixing my posture. And then mouse look entered the scene. Yeah, mouse look would have... I mean, this game with a better frame rate, mouse look, of course, let's say better frame rate and conventional controls, at least from today's perspective, conventional controls. And yeah, late 3D is a stepping stone to early 4D. That is true. I can't wait for the next 4D game. Yeah, and the other thing is give the player a little bit more, let's say, leniency on one hand and more ways to progress on the other hand. It's, I mean, yeah, at this point, there have been many Zelda games already released. The NES Zelda, of course, and the Super Nintendo Zelda. And I think 1995 already saw Super Metroid. I think Super Metroid was in 91. And this already was the gold standard for this kind of exploratory games. So yeah, with this one, it feels kind of very linear, as you see. And I mean, maybe with a secret area, which I found it kind of neat. But again, it was overly trappy. Trippy also, but trappy. So again, yeah, I get it why the game is not that well rated. But yeah, now I'm a little bit curious to see how it plays out. So I probably will watch a playthrough of this game. Because now it's not just some random hallways that I've never been to and experienced myself. But yeah, just watching the demo really helped. So yeah, this was Fade to Black from Delphine Software from 1995. And what does it say here? Single player action adventure shooter. So yeah, that pretty much covers it. It's a sequel to Flashback. It says here the quest for identity. Yeah, he can't climb or jump, and the only way he can potentially avoid being shot by enemies is by ducking. And we've seen that the laser projectiles are relatively slow. I mean, slow for light is, I mean, really slow. I mean, these enemy lasers, they traveled slower than your average, I don't know, ball that I dropped somewhere before. You had to be there. Anyway, so I think... Thank you, everyone. This was it from your good old pal Pixel Prophecy for this week. One thing that I want to try and pick up is stream also just me playing, but that it doesn't interfere with our regular weekend streams where I'm doing creative things. Well, today not as much because, yeah, exhausted. But I want to more like play, let's say, Minecraft or some other game where that I can take as a pastime and play this during the week, just to increase my stream time a little bit so that Twitch knows that it shouldn't be burying my channel. So yeah, if you're game for this, please just drop by. Again, it's for now, it's just a plan. I have no actual timetable set up for this, but it's I'm thinking, I'm eyeing with Tuesdays because that works from work well, because I get meetings on Mondays and on Wednesdays, sometimes on Thursdays, and on Fridays no one's gonna care anymore. So this again is why I thought just spread streams out across the week. If it's too much for me, then I will, quit doing this. But again, I just want to try it out. And yeah, our next regular stream, that is random, nerdy, creative things. I want to get back to game dev, really. And I think streams are an excellent way of doing this. Should be this Saturday. So we've had lots of Sunday streams. I really apologize for this. But yeah, next Saturday should be, 6 days from now, should be the next regular creative stream. Kersey says, made by good YouTuber Code Parade. Oh, thank you. So then I have to check out Code Parade. Is this a full playthrough of Fade to Black, or is it just the first couple of levels? But I mean, either way, I should be fine. There should be enough out there. But Code Parade, thank you so much, Kersey. And Frank says, I think you talked about Ninja Golf or such something on the Super Bleepcast. Yes, could be a good try. Let's try old weird stuff candidate. That is true. The only thing with Ninja Golf, at least from what I've seen, yes, I mentioned Ninja Golf in my Super Bleepcast. Thank you for remembering. I should have already the third episode halfway recorded. Anyway, the gameplay itself is super repetitive, so it might be fun for like 10 minutes, but I think by then we've seen everything. So this is, again, with Fade to Black, I thought maybe there's more to it because it's a bigger game, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Look at previous message. Game dev says Venereal Disease, and Chris says early 4D games is like 4D golf. It's a good game. Oh, 4D golf. 4D golf. This makes sense now that Frank mentioned Ninja Golf. What a weird game. It was for the Atari 8-bit, I think. So let me just quickly check out 4D golf then. And Currency says, look at the previous message, and Code Parade made 4D. Oh, 4D Golf. Code Parade made for not the playthrough. Do I have 4D Golf here? I have here 3D Pinball and 4D Boxing, 4D Soccer, 442 Soccer, 4 Mock, Forget It, okay, that's funny. 3D Hero, 3D World, 4 Balls Billiard. So it's apparently it's not a DOS game. So I have never heard of 4D Golf, so I think I have to check this out. Okay, was made a few years ago, not DOS. Okay, this makes sense that I don't find it here. By the way, oh no, today is the 1st of June. Never mind then, because in May, the DOS Game Club game of the month was weird pool, billiard, and snooker games. So I said you could play 4 balls billiards, but you cannot, because we're already with TIE Fighter, I think is the current game that's going to be played for the DOS Game Club. Anyway, okay, then I have to check out 4D Golf then. Thank you for clearing up my confusion. And Venereal DC says it's not a DOS game if that's what you're looking through. I thought it was a DOS game, and yes, this is, I clicked through my Exodus. So yeah, you couldn't see it. Okay, then I have to check out 4D Golf. And the other thing I have to check out is a playthrough of Fade to Black. Again, I splashed water in my eye, as I always do with this kind of glass. I never learn. And yeah, with that, I say thank you, everyone, for returning to my regular streams where it was Unpacking, Disappointment, and Fade to Black. Also a rather disappointing game. So yeah, today was all about disappointment. I hope it was still entertaining to you. And again, yeah, hope I see you on Saturday, and maybe I will try sometime during the week to do, I don't know, Minecraft stream or something. All right, with that being said, have a wonderful week, and yeah, see you soon. Bye-bye.